There could be a number of talented safeties available once free agency arrives on March 13, and two noted writers from NFL media think Kansas City would be a good fit for two of the bigger name players on the list, Earl Thomas and Tyrann Mathieu. Liking the idea of Thomas in Kansas City was reporter Mike Garafolo, who explained his reasoning during an appearance on the NFL Network's Good Morning Football Thursday. Garafolo says a safety able to cover ground the way Thomas can would be a huge addition to Kansas City's defense. Thought about San Francisco reuniting with Richard Sherman. They're going to create some salary cap space, but in the end I decided which defense needs help. Kansas City needs help, Garafolo said. Eric Berry's time in Kansas City might be done after this past season and all these injuries, the Achilles that he had to work through. The answer is you've got to cover ground. Steve Spagnuolo, the new defensive coordinator in Kansas City, for as much as we talked about what they were able to do up front with Spags when he was the coordinator with the Giants, when he's got a safety who can cover ground, you remember Kenny Phillips earlier in his career and what he was able to do with him before Phillips unfortunately got hurt. Having Earl Thomas, that'd be a really good addition and would change the back end of that defense like that. Where is the most likely landing spot for Earl Thomas? Mike Garafolo says it could be the Chiefs. @gmfbpick.twitter.com/9okafor-mxl. NFL Network @NFL Network. February 15, 2019. Matching the Chiefs with Mathieu was Gilbrand, who published his choices for best free agency fits on Thursday. Brand likes the thought of pairing Mathieu with Eric Berry, assuming Berry is healthy and with the team in 2019, which is something Garafolo didn't seem convinced about. Mathieu signed a one-year, $7 million prove-it deal with Houston, and boy, did he prove it, wrote Brandt. The veteran tied a career high with 89 tackles while dispelling durability concerns, starting 16 games for a second straight season, and chipping in 3 sacks and 2 picks. As a playmaking presence whose competitiveness stands out, Mathieu would slot nicely into the Chiefs' secondary. He'd team well with veteran safety Eric Berry on a Kansas City defense that ranked 31st overall and against the pass last season. Thomas and Mathieu are among a group of impending free agent safeties that includes Adrian Amos, Trey Boston, Landon Collins, Clinton Dix, and LaMarcus Joyner, all of whom will become available if they are not retained by their current teams by March 13. The Chiefs could certainly use help at the position and were reportedly close to hauling in Thomas via trade early in the 2018 season, although it was assumed at the time Thomas would be a one-year rental and might not be a candidate for an extension. We may find out soon enough if the Chiefs still have interest in Thomas or any other of these safeties as they look to retool their defense under Spagnuolo.